রিয়াদ অনেক সিনিয়র প্লেয়ার এবং অনেকের আন্ডারেও খেলেছে, ওডিআই খেলেছে মাশরাফির আন্ডারে, টেস্ট ম্যাচ খেলেছে আমাদের মুশফিকের আন্ডারে, এখন টি-20 খেলছে সাকিবের আন্ডারে, অ্যান্ড হি ইজ ওয়ান অফ দ্য ভেরি সিনিয়র প্লেয়ার্স। আই এম ভেরি লাকি দ্যাট আমি সাকিব এবং মাহমুদুল্লাহ রিয়াদের দুজনেরই লং টার্ম ম্যানেজার ছিলাম, সো আই হ্যাভ সিন দেম ফ্রম ভেরি ক্লোজ। হি ইজ এক্সট্রিমলি ভেরি নাইস বয়, ভেরি ডিসেন্ট, এবং সবসময় ড্রেসিং রুমকেও মাতিয়ে রাখে। তো আমার মনে হয় যে সামটাইমস কিন্তু হি ইজ বিন আন্ডার বোল্ড ইন দ্য নেট। আমি অনেক আগেই বলেছিলাম যে মাহমুদুল্লাহ রিয়াদ কিন্তু ভালো অফ স্পিনার, হোয়াট ডিডন্ট ইউ গিভ হিম মোর বোলিং ইন দ্য নেট। তো অনেক সময় দেখা গেছে যে ওকে ওই রকম সিরিয়াসলি না
আমি যদি একটু সাকিবের প্রসঙ্গে আসি, মানে কিছুদিন আগে বাংলাদেশ কিন্তু 3 অধিনায়কের যুগে পা রেখেছে। এখন টেস্ট, ওয়ান এবং টি-20 সব আলাদা আলাদা অধিনায়ক। সাকিব সেখানে টি-20 অধিনায়ক হয়েছেন। এরপরে বিপিএল এসে প্রথম ম্যাচে একটা হোঁচট খেলেন। সাকিব কি একটু বাড়তি প্রেসারে থাকবে আজকে?
সাকিব একটু বাড়তি প্রেসারে এই জন্য আছে, আপনি যদি সাউথ আফ্রিকান ট্যুরটা দেখেন, হি ডিড নট বোল ওয়েল ইন ওডিআই, হি ডিডন্ট গেট এনি উইকেট। টি-20তে এসে এগেইন সেম থিং হ্যাপেন। আমরা অনেক দূর তো অনেক রানে হেরেছি সাউথ আফ্রিকা, 83 রান, দ্যাটস এ বিগ ডিফারেন্স। তো সুতরাং সাকিব অফ লেট হ্যাজ নট বিন বোলিং টু হিজ রেপুটেশন। তো সেটার থেকে প্রথম ম্যাচে ওইরকমভাবে ও মেলে ধরতে পারেননি নিজেকে। আজকে ও ডেফিনেটলি হিল গো ফর ডু অ্যান্ড ডাই বেসিস, কারণ ওর এছাড়া দের ইজ নো ওয়ে আউট। আজকে যদি ওরা হেরে যায় then they will be far behind for the championship.
আচ্ছা, আমরা অনুষ্ঠানের একেবারেই শেষ পর্যায়ে, কারণ কিছুক্ষণ পরেই খেলা শুরু হয়ে যাবে। আপনাকে যদি শেষ মূল্যায়ন করতে বলি যে দুই দলের মধ্যে আপনাকে যদি বেছে নিতে বলা হয় যে আজকে আসলে কি ঘটবে, কি বলবেন?
আমি আজকে ঢাকা ডায়নামাইটসকে একটু এগিয়ে রাখবো এই কারণে, কালকে ওরা একটা ম্যাচ খেলেছে, দে নো অ্যাবাউট দ্য উইকেট, দে নো ওরা কোথায় মিস্টেকগুলি করেছিল, সেইগুলি যদি ওরা অ্যামেন্ড করতে পারে, 9 and লেন্থ মেনটেন করে যদি ওরা বোলিং করতে পারে, কালকে কিছু ক্যাচেস ড্রপ ছিল সেগুলো যদি ওরা রেকটিফাই করতে পারে, অ্যান্ড খুলনা খেলবে প্রথমবার এবং আন্ডার লাইটস, সো ওইখানে ওদের একটু প্রবলেম হতে পারে। সো দ্যাট ইজ ওয়াই আই উইল কিপ ঢাকা লিটল বিট অ্যাহেড টুডে।
শফিকুল হক হীরা, আপনাকে অসংখ্য ধন্যবাদ আমাদের সঙ্গে যোগ দেওয়ার জন্য। ধন্যবাদ। যেমনটা বলছিলেন আমাদের এক্সপার্ট, সেটা কি মিলবে আমাদের জানতে হলে দেখতে হবে এই ম্যাচ। মাছরাঙা টেলিভিশন সরাসরি দেখাচ্ছে একেএস বিপিএল এর সবগুলো খেলা, আপনারা নিশ্চয়ই মাছরাঙা টেলিভিশনে দেখবেন। আমরা শেষ করতে যাচ্ছি লাইভ বয় প্রেজেন্টস এক্সপার্ট প্রেডিকশন অনুষ্ঠান। খেলা দেখুন মাছরাঙার পর্দায়।
The night session of day 2 at AKS BPL T20, and we're looking forward to a new team today. The Khulna Titans taking on the champions, the Dhaka Dynamites, coming up very shortly. Yes, indeed. Welcome to the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium, and what a venue it's turned out to be. We've had 1.5 days of cricket here. They're seen for the first time in this tournament, and what a show they've put on. And I'm delighted that making the journey all the way from beautiful Bulawayo to breathtaking Bangladesh is Tino Mowayo. Tino, welcome yet again to Bangladesh.
Thanks a lot, Gautam.
Just tell us your first impressions before we look at the game of Bangladesh coming from Bulawayo, which has had contrasting temperatures.
It has. We did a test match last week. It was extremely cold for the first couple of days, and then it warmed up, something that we're used to in Zimbabwe. But definitely coming out to Bangladesh, my first time in Sylhet, it's been a fantastic experience. I mean, the crowds outside the stadium, I wondered if the stadium was full, and it was. So, I mean, a spectacle. The people out here love the cricket, and it's good to be a part of something that's so festive.
Yes, and I can tell you that the people in Sylhet in particular love their cricket just a little bit more because of what happened in the previous game. The Comilla Victorians coming out having lost the toss, put on a decent total, 145 for 6, and the Sylhet Sixers looked as if they'd lost their way after Taranga and Andre Fletcher were out. But what a final over it turned out to be for them, a 6 and a 4, and they pulled it out of nowhere, making it 2 wins in 2 for the home team. Tino, that really came out of nowhere, but the crowd was happy.
No, the crowd was extremely happy, and I think for the first time for the tournament to come to Sylhet and to have them win the first 2 games out of 2 was fantastic for them. It was good to see today that the rest of the order was tested. Yesterday they won by 9 wickets and won easily and comfortably. So you could see some of the guys a little bit rusty because they didn't get a chance to bat yesterday. And the wickets, the ball not quite coming on as expected. And as we saw in that second innings, the ball was starting to turn a little bit. So good efforts by the rest of the guys to make sure they got home. Shohan, brilliant. 11 runs, 3 balls, and that's exactly what the crowd needed. Scores haven't been too high so far, but if we're going to get the exciting cricket that we got with those kind of low scores, then I think we're in for a major feast throughout the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, Tino mentioned ball not quite coming onto the bat. Will it change for today's night session? Well, we sent the irrepressible Atar Ali Khan out there to find out.
Usually in a T20 competition, you'll find a pitch which is very good for batting. But having said that, so far, there is something in for the bowlers, especially when the bowlers have started to take the pace off the ball. It gets difficult for the batsmen to play shots. And that's exactly what has happened. 154 runs so far, the highest in this tournament, only a couple of matches, 3 matches. So when you get to that total, you still back your team up that you can defend that total. Thrice, the team batting second have won matches. But it's important, especially if you have seamers and the spinners, to take the pace of the ball and make life a little bit difficult, especially on this kind of a surface. Batting second has been very good chasing, but if the team can manage to score 160, then it can turn out to be a really good one to defend that total.
Two 24-run partnership, Shakib Al Hasan and Mahmudullah Riyad. They were friends then. Today they are foes standing. Maybe the X factor, someone like Sunil Narayan, to open the batting.
Yeah, they're going to have to come out with something. Defending champions, and you would have expected them to be disappointed with the performance yesterday. They've got some good names. The captain we've just seen at the toss, Shakib Al Hasan, and we've also seen Karen Pollard for them. So they'll be hoping that they can go out there and make sure that they can get a win for them. Evan Lewis as well at the top of the order, good player. Kumar Sangakkara. They've got all the players. They just need to make sure that they come to the party, play their part, and hope that they can win the first game of the tournament.
Yes, Narayan not officially listed up the order, so they might throw a few surprises in. This is the new team to watch out for, and Shafiul and Mosharraf with the seamers. But look out for Akila Dhananjaya, where he's going to get some spin going in there. Mahmudullah himself bowls, and some of these slower seamers, someone like Carlos Brathwaite, may be very useful over here as well. Final thoughts from you, Tino, before, as I can see the players walking out there. The Dhaka Dynamites, the champions, onus is on them to put up how much?
I reckon they're going to need. And looking forward to tonight's game.
Yes, it certainly is going to be. We can see the teams walking out there. The bowling side are all set. The Khulna Titans having won the toss and asked Dhaka to bat. Kumar Sangakkara walks out there. It looks like we have an exciting match in progress. Time to head up to the commentary box with our opening set of commentators, Shamim Chaudhry, and is in the company of Amir Sohail.
Thanks very much, Gautam. All set for match number 4. In this AKS BPL 2017 powered by Shah Cement and you know, it's also a little bit foggy. That's could be also a factor. It's more difficult to bowl in the second innings. Akila Dhananjaya now, is he going to get some turn? We'll soon find out. Talk about that. Good evening to Amir Sohail.
Good evening. They'll be looking to improve on their performances. Yeah, you were talking about the trend. Spinners been employed for the new ball. They're actually opening the innings. Why not try under lights fast bowlers, see what they could actually bring on the table?
I think what I'd prefer is a combination of the two. Have a spinner from one end and a genuine pace bowler from the other. Whichever works, you carry on with that.
Quite a few changes in Dhaka Dynamites team. I would say wholesale changes. 3 to be precise. Mehdi Maroof has been left out along with Adil Rashid and Sajib. In comes Jahurul Islam, Sunil Narayan and Khalid Ahmed.
Well, that's understandable, actually. So they didn't quite succeed with the other teams, so try a different option. These two must be knowing each other, Kumar Sangakkara and fellow countryman Akil Dhananjaya. I suppose when Sangakkara is sort of easing off from international cricket, that's when young Dhananjaya came in. Possibly not too many opportunities to play against each other.
Yes, Mahela Jayawardene was influential to get Dhananjaya into international cricket. He was highly impressed with his talent. There he is. He's been influential in introducing quite a few cricketers with a lot of talent.
Yeah, well, the ones he has introduced have worked for the teams they've been playing around the world. And even Dhananjaya here, you can see right on the money, he's kept it tight. Needs to finish with a good delivery. But swept straight to the boundary. Well, spoiled it. That completes the first over at 7 without loss.
Follow me.
তুই শিওর তো এখানেই রাজবাড়ি?
উত্তর দিকে 56 হাত।
কঠিন। এই তো রাজবাড়ি।
আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই। ম্যাপ দেখি। সার্ভিসটা
তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন। ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক।
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি।
আমার হাতে দেশের 1 নম্বর নেটওয়ার্ক।
গ্রামীণ ফোন।
ও তো ক্যাডেট কলেজে ফার্স্ট বয় ছিল। কোন ক্যাডেট?
ময়মনসিংহ ক্যাডেট কলেজ।
কিন্তু ময়মনসিংহ ক্যাডেট তো মেয়েদের কলেজ।
ভিটামিন এ এর বাড়তি সুরক্ষাযুক্ত সুপার ফ্রেশ ফর্টিফাইড সয়াবিন তেল, যা ওমেগা 3 ও 6 এর পারফেক্ট ব্যালেন্স এবং বেটা ক্যারোটিন সমৃদ্ধ। সুপার ফ্রেশ ফর্টিফাইড সয়াবিন তেল, কিছু বাড়তি ভালোর জন্য।
ফিরতে হলে রবিতে ফিরে যাও।
রবিতে ফিরে এলেই 1 বছরের জন্য ফ্রি ইন্টারনেট, 100% গ্যারান্টি। এছাড়াও থাকছে আকর্ষণীয় অফার। রবি
খেলা 100 হোক না হোক, আমাদের বাড়ি কিন্তু 100 হবে।
ঠিক তাই, ফ্লাই অ্যাশবিহীন আকিশ সিমেন্ট স্থাপনাকে দেয় 100 বছরের অধিক স্থায়িত্বের নিশ্চয়তা।
3 for 20. That's the combination I was talking about. Pace from one end and the spin from the other. It's guided straight to the fielder. I think he missed out on that, Kumar Sangakkara. You can see the expression on his face.
Still a good pitch here at Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. Not a lot of wear and tear on this. Still looks very compact.
The second pitch being used, the first pitch yesterday, the 2 games, and this is only the second game on the wicket, so I suppose it will retain some of his initial character, and also with the dew factor, it's going to make it more compacted. Oh, that's going to be a wide. It's rather loose from yeah. They'll have to work overtime here and cheer up their team, because the Dhaka team, reigning champions, have not really performed in the first game. Really could not live up to the expectations and the star-studded team they have. It was a little disappointing for all the Dhaka fans. It's a good delivery after that wide-ish ball. Kumar Sangakkara seems content, at the moment at least, to just milk the runs.
Well, Chowdhury is getting the ball to deviate off the surface and forcing the batsman to delay the stroke. I think if the fast bowlers, the ball with a bit of heart, this pitch is going to respond.
A bit of heart, definitely. You need a big heart, you need some extra effort. Times, as you said, Amir, a docile pitch can just offer you something extra. You put your body into it, that's down the leg side, clipped away, and it's going to race away to the boundary. Just can't afford to err in line when a person like Evan Lewis is on strike.
Well, if you bowl these lengths, the batsmen are going to respond, and respond emphatically. Low delivery, ill-directed, just clipping the ball off his pads into the vacant area, and off she went. Second boundary of the bat of Lewis, already dictating terms.
He can be so dominating. We've seen even Lewis previously, and also playing for his home country. So marvelous once again. They need to hurry down on that one.
Not only kept low, skidded through as well, hurrying the batsman.
Good tight bowling. It's just giving a single that finishes a decent over. 2 overs done, 14 without loss.
রাতুল অ্যাবসেন্ট, ফারা অ্যাবসেন্ট। আরে এত বাচ্চা অ্যাবসেন্ট কেন? বাচ্চারা অসুস্থ, ডক্টরের কাছ থেকে শোনো।
যখন যায় জীবাণু হাত থেকে মুখে, তখনই আমরা পড়ে যাই অসুখে।
এজন্য সিলভার লাইফ বয়
জীবাণু থেকে রক্ষা করে লাইফ বয়। লাইফ বয় যেখানে অসুখ কম সেখানে লাইফ বয়।
বিশ্বের 1 নম্বর জোম প্রোটেকশন সোপ।
This is sunshine smile, makes you feel this way. When I can't see through, when I'm feeling blue.
You're a real beauty. Oppo F5. Capture the real you.
ফিরতে হলে রবিতে ফিরে যাও।
Robi's tournament, and that's deviating down the leg side. Oh, it's such a gift for the batsman. All he had to do, swivel around and sweep it away to the boundary. No problems at all.
going around the stumps to a left-handed batsman is not a bad idea, but the field placing is not backing it up at all. This is the second time the ball is being dispatched towards the boundary line on the onside by the same batsman against the same spinner. I think the captain has to react.
4 fielders on the onside, 5 on the off. So you'd expect the bowler to at least try and maintain an offside trajectory when it delivers before to err in line. That's better. Right, Pia is waiting downstairs. Let's go down and join her.
আপনারা দেখতে পাচ্ছেন আমার পিছনের পাশে সবাই ঢাকার হিউজ ফ্যান ঢাকা ডায়নামাইটসের। আপনি একটু ঘুরে যান, আপনারা দেখতে পাচ্ছেন এখানে ঘোরেন ঘোরেন, আমি দেখতে চান। হ্যাঁ, জিতবে ঢাকা, দেখবে দেশ। জিতবে ঢাকা, দেখবে দেশ, আমরাও দেখতে চাই। গতকালকের ম্যাচে ঢাকা জিততে পারেনি, কিন্তু আমরা দেখবো আজকে ঢাকার অবস্থা কি হয়। আমরা আজকে ঢাকা ডায়নামাইটসের ফ্যানের সাথে এখন কথা বলবো। কে জিতবে কি মনে হচ্ছে?
ঢাকা জিতবে ইনশাআল্লাহ, ঢাকা জিতবে ইনশাআল্লাহ।
আপনারা দেখতেই পাচ্ছেন সবাই অধীর আগ্রহে অপেক্ষা করছে। জিতবে ঢাকা, দেখবে দেশ, আমরা সবাই অপেক্ষা করছি। দেখছি দেখা অবস্থা।
Tough job in the crowd there, Pia, managing that very well. I think the crowds get more excited when the cameras are on them, down there, see themselves on the big screen. Part of the cricketainment that BPL provides. That stroked to it delightfully, but there is some cover in the deep, and they're only going to get a single out of that. It's going slow and steady at the moment, aren't they? They're prepared to take too many risks. That's handy enough, 7.41. Down the leg side. Oh, my goodness. He got a hand to it. I thought he might have latched onto it. Oh, dear. That off for Kumar Sangakkara. 3 overs done, 22 without loss.
একটু হিসাব করে চলতে হয়। পিক আওয়ার সিম তো সকালে এটা, দুপুরে এটা, রাতে এটা, কখন যে কোনটা অন থাকে আসলে একটু হিসাব।
বাংলা লিংকে ফিরলে এত হিসাব করতে হয় না।
বন্ধু বাংলা লিংক সঙ্গে চালু করলেই টানা 3 মাস আধা পয়সা 1 পয়সায় কথা বলুন মাত্র 39 টাকা রিচার্জে, আর সাথে আছে 10 জিবি পর্যন্ত ইন্টারনেট বোনাস। বাংলা লিংক।
প্রতি বছরে দেশে হাজারো কোটি কিলোমিটার রাস্তায় গাড়ি চলে শুধুমাত্র মোবিল ইঞ্জিন অয়েলে। সেই মোবিল এখন পাওয়া যাচ্ছে নতুন স্লিম প্যাকে, যার ইজি গ্রিপ, ব্যবহারের স্বাচ্ছন্দ্য আর ফিজিক্যাল ইন্ডাকশন সিল ও ব্যাচ নাম্বার দেয়। আসলে মোবিল অয়েলের নিশ্চয়তা। মোবিল, চালু থাক আপনার উন্নতির যাত্রা।
ফিরতে হলে রবিতে ফিরে যাও।
রবিতে ফিরে এলেই 1 বছরের জন্য ফ্রি ইন্টারনেট, 100% গ্যারান্টি। এছাড়াও থাকছে আকর্ষণীয় অফার। রবি।
বাইরের দেওয়ালের উপর ধুলো টিকতেই দেয় না। এপেক্স আল্টিমা।
But before he bowls, let's have a look at the last ball of the last over.
Oh, what an effort from Abdul Jayed. Went flying in the air. Everything was absolutely brilliant, but the last moment when he spilled that wasn't that great. What a shot. What a shot. That's what he tried in the previous innings, and he was holed out at mid-off. But this time around, really getting underneath the ball and flare of the bat, flourish of the bat, enabling Sangakkara to hit that 6.
He has had enough. He had played the waiting game, and this time he shimmies down the wicket, gets to the pitch of that. He's timed that to perfection and gets 80 meters distance on that rather flattish 6. That'll be very, very welcome from the Dhaka context. Oh, that's delightfully done. Wow, what a lovely looking shot. So classical, exquisite. It's just poetry in motion.
It's so pleasing on the eyes. Orthodox, authentic cover drive, hitting the ball on the up and placing the ball beautifully away from those fieldsmen. And there are plenty of them on the offside, still able to needle that.
I see a touch of Amir Sohail in that. I can tell you that.
Definitely a better player than me, Sangakkara, without any doubt.
Oh, that's guided so very nicely. Just opened the face, just placement perfect, used the pace of the ball and went piercing that gap beyond point.
It's all about creating a fear on the bowler, forcing them to change their length.
Bowler, he's not flustered by the batsman attacking himself. And a couple of bowls left. Turning on the screws, Kumar Sangakkara. Touch of class. That's what you want to see. Proper, genuine, orthodox, delightful cricketing shots. That's what you can expect from this great man. And this young man here is under the cosh at the moment. Have to keep his head, try and at least get a dot ball in to finish off this over. 16 runs already coming from it. Oh, he's caught behind. Just tempted the batsman to go for a slash outside. And this was very well thought out. This is the breakthrough they needed. The big man goes.
Well, that's why they call this game of uncertainties. Oh well. Conceded 16 runs in this over. In his first 5 deliveries and then getting a wicket. Sangakkara departs after scoring 20 runs. It's 38 for 1 after 4.
তুমি কখনোই সবকিছুতে এক্সপার্ট হতে পারবে না, এটা তো সবাই জানে, রাইট? তাহলে তোমার সাধারণ শ্যাম্পু তা দিয়ে কিভাবে ড্যান্ড্রাফ দূর হবে? নেভার। ফাইনালি পেয়েছি ভরসা করার মতো একটি শ্যাম্পু, বেস্ট এভার ক্লিয়ার, নিউট্রিয়েন্ট 10 যুক্ত, যা দেয় জিরো ড্যান্ড্রাফ, নন স্টপ। তাই যখনই চাই জিরো ড্যান্ড্রাফ, আমার ভরসা শুধুই ক্লিয়ার। ক্লিয়ার, নাথিং টু হাইড।
ক্যাশফুল শরতে ক্যাশফুল হিরো HF ডিলাক্স, স্প্লেন্ডার প্লাস, আই স্মার্ট, হাঙ্ক এবং গ্ল্যামার মোটরস।
শেষ খাওয়া শেষ চাই সেট
What drama we had in the previous over. Have a look at that brilliant over. Sangakkara was just cramped slightly and then last minute decided to go for that cut shot almost. Not sure that's where he intended it to be. Got the right kind of momentum and a change in the batting order from the Dhaka Dynamites, promoting Cameron Delport up the order. So obviously they're thinking aggressively. We did chat at the pre-show. That we perhaps may think of Sunil Narayan, but they're thinking differently. He's not even padded up in the dugout. Oh, nearly another wicket there. Cameron Delport came in with a predetermined stroke in his mind. Wonderful there from the fielder. I think that was Riley Rousseau from South Africa.
It was Riley Rousseau. That's a good effort. Good chase. The ball certainly didn't touch the boundary triangle, but he might have been in contact with it when he brought that back. It's certainly a valiant effort. And no problems with that at all. Saves one run. Good efforts in the field. So important in T20 cricket to make sure that anywhere you can save a run in the field for your bowlers, you do so.
That is massive. That is huge. That's into the grass bank here in Sylhet. It's a mountain of 6 into the mountains. Number 34 in the tournament. The dugout liked it.
Evan Lewis hits the ball far enough after it's bounced. You don't need to be bowling in juicy full tosses like that one. That is big. And that's deposited into the grass bank, or the hillside really. And some fireworks in the first innings of these games. The first one in the tournament.
But it's been all about Dhaka Dynamites in this power play, other than the loss of Sangakkara. That's a pretty shot. Carlos Brathwaite won't get down to that one. We saw the prettiest shot from Sangakkara. That wasn't quite as elegant, but nonetheless, good flourish of the bat from Evan Lewis, and the placement perfect.
It was. We're used to Evan Lewis crashing the ball to the boundary, but he's moved his feet down the wicket nicely and opens the face. He knows that Carlos Brathwaite is back on the boundary, so he's got to pierce the gap between him and the man at extra cover, which he does brilliantly. It's a good shot and some smiles in the Dhaka dugout. 53 for 1. 1 ball to go in the 5th over, and a good start for them.
The only person looking a little left out there was Sunil Narayan. I think he's got used to this role of opening the batting. Meanwhile, we'll come back to that. The end of 5 overs, 53 for 1.
একটু হিসাব করে চলতে হয় পিক আওয়ার সিম তো সকালে এটা দুপুরে এটা রাতে এটা কখন যে কোনটা অন থাকে আসলে একটু হিসাব
বাংলা লিংকে ফিরলে এত হিসাব করতে হয় না
বন্ধু বাংলা লিংক সংযোগ চালু করলেই টানা 3 মাস আধা পয়সা এক পয়সায় কথা বলুন মাত্র 39 টাকা রিচার্জে, আর সাথে আছে 10 জিবি পর্যন্ত ইন্টারনেট বোনাস। বাংলা লিংক।
শেষ খাওয়া শেষ, চাই সেন্টার ফ্রেশ, নতুন সেন্টার ফ্রেশ।
এমন ঝড়ের গতিতে সব লিখে ফেলতে ম্যাটাডোর বল পেন, এতে আছে জার্মান হাই ফ্লো ইঙ্ক, লেখাকে করে সুপার ডুপার ফাস্ট ফাস্ট এন্ড ফাস্ট।
ফিরতে হলে রবিতে ফিরে যাও।
রবিতে ফিরে এলেই 1 বছরের জন্য ফ্রি ইন্টারনেট, 100% গ্যারান্টি। এছাড়াও থাকছে আকর্ষণীয় অফার। রবি।
Cameron Delport just faced the one delivery, edged it past slip for 3. That's not going to be edged. That's in the middle of the bat, and it's 4. Delport's come with a man on a mission.
That's nicely played, and they can certainly celebrate that shot with his partner Evan Lewis. It wasn't all that short, and again we've said it since yesterday. On these kind of wickets, the ball not quite coming on the way you'd like to. They've got to try and get that length a little bit better. But nonetheless, credit to Delport, because it's not that short, but puts it away for 4.
Archer bends his back there. Jofra Archer. Yet another one of the fast bowlers from the West Indian assembly line. Bajan. Really well bowled there. Just saw the batsman advancing, went slightly wide of him. Now, when a bowler sees that Cameron Delport, he knows that he's been promoted up the order. There's only one thing he's going to do. He's going to come after you. So you've got to change your strategy based on that.
You're absolutely right. And this was really well done. Saw him advancing and just pushed it wide and fuller. It's not easy to do as a seamer. Quick single. And a good one. Didn't get the connection he was looking for, Cameron Delport, but quick call of yes, and they got through quite comfortably in the end.
Oh, I say. That bat looked as if it was frozen in time. Yeah, we've got a few rules, new rules in the game that, of course, pertain to the bat sliding up, but that had nothing to do with that. In any rule of cricket, that was going to be out if the ball had hit. Oh, well bowled again. Have to keep ourselves from calling him Jeffrey Archer. It is Jofra Archer. So tempting. But yet, at the moment, the match has all... Quick single to finish, and an excellent power play is completed for the Dhaka Dynamites. Just that one blemish, the loss of Sangakkar. Otherwise, 59, very healthy.
Follow me.
তুই শিওর তো এখানেই রাজবাড়ি
উত্তর দিকে 56 হাত। Got it!
এই তোর রাজবাড়ি
আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই। ম্যাপ দেখি সার্ভিসটা
তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন। ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক।
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি।
আমার হাতে দেশের 1 নম্বর নেটওয়ার্ক।
গ্রামীণ ফোন।
বাংলাদেশের একমাত্র ইলেকট্রিক আর্ক ফার্নেসে পরিশোধনের পর তৈরি হয় ভূমিকম্প সহনীয় স্টিল AKS।
No money for music. এখন গান শুনো কোনো ডেটা চার্জ ছাড়া। Yonda Music exclusively Robi এবং Airtel ইউজারদের জন্য। Download the #1 music app now.
শেষ খাওয়া শেষ চাই সেন্টার ফ্রেশ নতুন সেন্টার ফ্রেশ
And all around the ground, weren't they? Through the offside, on over the on. And Dhaka Dynamites showing us just what they're capable of. They're a star-studded outfit. And on their day, it can be devastating.
That is high. The fielder's interested just for a moment, but there are about 20 people in the grass bank who are more interested. And Evan Lewis, who's always got a smiling face, has an even broader smile. The captain of the opposition, Mahmudullah Riyad, comes on and he is greeted. Good evening, sir, says Evan Lewis.
The bad start. That's going to run away for another boundary, or is it? No. Well fielded. They actually just got 2 runs there. He saved 2.
Could have taken a third there. Plenty of time it took for the fielder to push it back, steady himself, did a good job. That's not going to be 4. Really motoring along are the Dynamites. They needed to come to the party, lost their opening game to the Sylhet Sixers. Chatting with their coach Khalid Mahmood just before the game. He said the boys are really keen
disappointed after their victory. They knew so much was expected of them as defending champions and a star-studded unit. And all he said was, look out for our boys today.
Certainly echoed the words of the coach. And this is bowlers making sure they keep it tight and straight to Lewis. He's got those boundaries. 3 of them are straight, but let's remember they were rank long hops. But making sure he doesn't get width inside that off stump. We know how dangerous he can be.
That's why the cricket is a game of line and length. That graphic showed you the lines. They looked all right. But as Tino mentioned, one was a full toss, one was a half tracker, and those are going to disappear. Never going to be out. Inside edge, going down leg side. Good finish to the over from Mahmudullah Riyad, recovering well, finally gripping that very damp ball, but ends up conceding 11. They're going at 10 and over after 7. There's 70. For one